show. It feels, I come back month after month, it recharges me, helps me feel connected to spirit, helps me feel connected to my spirituality, and since I've become in the show, things have changed.
The boat was tossed in the churning tide, hull split open on the starboard side, not a soul was left.
Hi, I'm Faye the Tattooed Psychic, and you're watching Ill-Famed Spirits TV. Today we are going to take a look into my reading room, and Miss O is going to talk to me a little bit today, but I wanted to show you my altar to start with. Now this is when I get ready to do a reading with a client, I come here and I offer spirit something from myself and the client actually, and I light candles, and this is what I call my ancestor medicine altar. And not everyone should have an ancestor medicine altar if you don't know how to use one properly, but they're nice to have. And over here is where I do my readings with my clients. A client will typically just walk in. One of my other little shrine altars. This is where I honor my Spanish side of descent. I don't know the Spanish side of my family very well. Their last name is Montoya. And this is where I honor them, and I also honor my gypsy blood here as well. I keep the gypsy blood and the medicine blood different just for my own purposes, but this is where my gypsies live.
We are Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys, all the way from hell. We're gonna play a ditty for you right now in this beautiful park with the monkey.
This is a very, very special song! It's about a very, very special place called the sea! Oh, I see. So won't be long, no, it won't be long. And our wagon wheel, it won't pay the bill, so it won't spin long. And we're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home, no, oh, I see. So won't be long, no, it won't be long. And our violin, it won't pay the bill, so it won't play long. And we're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home, no, oh, I see. So won't be long, no, it won't be long. And our wagon wheel, she won't pay the bills, so she won't spin long. And we're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home, no, oh, I see. So won't be long, no, it won't be long. And our wagon wheel, she won't pay the bill, so it won't spin long. And we're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home, no, oh, I see. So won't be long, no, it won't be long.
It all started 555 years ago. Cold, dark brothel. At the time, I think, yeah. And deep in the cellar of this building, beneath the dirt and dust and the
shit, piss, the cockroaches. There was a letter, and we opened it up, and it was our destiny, and it said you have to go west, young boy. You have to go west. You have to go west, young boy. And you have to go ride the worm and follow the snake and lick the wizard's ass. And I said, yes, I'll answer the call. That's an answer.
Hi, it's Faye the Tattooed Psychic, and today we are at the house of J9 Fierce, well-known belly dance instructor here in Seattle. And today I'm going to show you how I demonstrate. Spirit's already here, so I'm like, oh. But today I'm going to demonstrate to you how I give a personal reading. Now, my readings are geared to change your life. They're not sugar-coated readings. They're not readings that are going to be like, oh, you're going to meet this guy, blah, 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 unless that's really going to happen and is necessary. But my readings are to go into your soul spirit and see what's going on there, and to give you the best direction that Spirit can give you to have the life you want and to help you create the life you want. So I'm going to go ahead and start and show you what I do. Remember, I'm just an energy reader, reading energy. All right, cool. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit says Janine is a very comfortable spirit within herself. However, she's at a time in life where things are starting to shift for her. I think that the big chunk of the past 2 years have been the cycle of trying to find yourself again. There was a period, Spirit says, about 3 years ago when something shifted in your life, and you had to, I think you lost part of yourself in that shift. And it wasn't a negative, bad thing. It was just something that you like took away from you spending time with you. And so now you're in the shift that Spirit says internally that you're trying to find, like, how do I word this? Help me out, Spirit. You have a there's so much going on. Just hold on, please, Spirit. Thank you. That you're hold on. You have a great grandmother on the other side who's very much an ally to you, and she's very pushy. She's pushing to come in, and I'm like, give me a minute. But also you have gypsy blood. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's where she comes from. So we're going to get to her. So just hold on. Give me a minute. And so Spirit, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And so what Spirit's saying now in your life is, on a personal level, as just a woman, not as a wife and a mother, but on a personal level, you're coming to a time where you really, really want to soar in who you are. Just make your own identity, I guess, to where you're not so-and-so's wife and so-and-so's mother, but, you know, you're J9 Fierce. That you need to call on your female ancestors at this point. And how we do that is, I noticed you have a lot of little altars around. I want you to make an altar that's just for the goddess. Because you're a belly dancer too, it's important. Okay, I'm going to tell you about your spirit guides too, and then we'll probably be finished. But the goddess altar is like this. Spirit wants you to put on, this is, because remember, this is about your career and belly dance. This is about you, not about the family and the Damien and all the kids, you know, it's about you. So this needs to be a very feminine altar. Thank you, Spirit. You need to have pink, beautiful, vibrant things, maybe picture of belly dancers you like, a picture of yourself belly dancing, so you can always remember, that's my passion, that's where I want to be. You need to start teaching. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit says you're teaching a little bit, but you need to start teaching more consistently. And that's why I think the business cards and the brochures and all that is really important for you. You need to come up with a website. You need to treat this as a business. And you're not treating it as a business. You're just like, oh, I'll just go do it. But really, your passion can't be a flippant thing. Like, we can love it and have fun with it, definitely. God knows I have fun with Spirit. I'm always cracking up with Spirit. But but when I need to do the work, it's very serious. And I think that you need to loosen up on that. Like, this is what you want to do, right? So if you want to do it, freaking do it. So many people don't fulfill their dreams because they're just like, oh, I can't do it. Well, then shut up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You've got to put into, I didn't get where I am today because I sat. Clara's cool. Clara is somebody who's going to be more of an intuitive guide for you, where James is more the one who's going to help you break the fear. What I've learned in doing this work is usually the male spirit guides are doing the groundwork for us. They are here to kind of give you direction on how to conquer fear. You've got to start listening to the intuition more. I think your whole family in this house is very intuitive, so you guys can bounce off each other a little bit. You know each other very well, you know what I'm saying? And so follow that gut feeling that you have. See what I think you do. Some questions. I think that covers it all, huh?
Thank you so much.
And one thing I do want to close up on this is that I really want you to talk to your mom. And you need to forgive your mom. You haven't. And I'm going to be honest, that's a big problem. And here's what I'm going to give you an exercise to do, because that's how I work.
Okay.
You need to write her a letter. And you need to tell her everything. Everything you liked about her, everything you didn't like about her, how she made you feel when you were little, how you felt when you were little. And that's a painful exercise to do sometimes.
Yeah.
But you need to, this is part of your fear. And part of detoxing fear is facing the obstacles. And Spirit calls it acknowledge, accept, release. You have to acknowledge the problem. You have a problem with your mom, baby.
I know.
And it's okay. It's okay. But you need to forgive her so you can move on. Because it keeps you from moving on. Energy does that.
Sorry.
I want to thank Janine for having us here in her house today. And thanks for letting me give a reading. Hopefully it helps somewhat. I won't remember, but hopefully it does. And that's it. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. That was an amazing reading. I don't really know what to say. I know for Faye it's like a duh thing. She's psychic. But for me, I've never had a reading. And she pretty much just cleared up everything that has been up here for like the past, 6 months in my head. And then beyond that too, there's been other things. But everything is just very clear now, and I believe.
Just amazing are Dame Darcy and Madame Talbot. And Madame Talbot just is over the top, inspires me. Every time I see anything she's doing, it makes me just want to do more. And the same with Dame Darcy. Those are two people that really have inspired me in the doll community and just art community and just being a woman in general, not even specifically any of the above. But and that actually keeps me inspired to do more and more and do things like my television show and my zine and anything else that I do.
One of my number one fans.
Hi. Dana's one of Miss O's number one fans.
Yes, number
Buys
one.
her dolls.
Uno. Yeah, she's the best. Aren't these dolls rock? Awesome.
Here's her Halloween dolls.
I love it. I have to get the witch. Oh my gosh.
The witch is one-legged.
I got a new zine out.
And this is Miss O's new zine.
With Fuchsia Fox.
Fuchsia Fox, the gorgeous fuchsia.
Jerry.
Here's the LaSalle. This is where one of the first brothels was in the Pike Place Market. Come on down here, Miss O. And this is kind of the back way to the market, which I like to go to. Because in the summer, this place gets crowded. But here it is. This is the entrance. This is actually not the original entrance of the LaSalle. At least as a psychic, I picked that up. I think there was another entrance which is down on Western Avenue. And I think that's where a lot of the customers would come in at, down there. Rather than be seen so visibly up here, they had an entrance down there, and I think it's still there. I haven't been in touch with the people of the market for a while, because I'm so busy being, the tattooed psychic. Well, the market's a place where you become a family when you start working down here, and it's just a fun place to work. Looks like Freddy Cougar's up there. Whoa. Times what happened with the ghost children is they'll see the merchants when they're closing down shop or whatnot. They will see little shadows go by, and that's usually a ghost. Really, ghost. It's hard to see a full manifestation of a ghost. It's very rare, because their energy goes so fast. And so what you're seeing really is just a shadow, and you turn around and nothing's really there. But this is where the kids actually stayed back when the market was first built. This was, when I first did a reading down here, I got a lot of animals or like stalls. And this is where the stalls and stuff were. And a lot of kids died here too of pneumonia. I think it was chickenpox. Thank you, Spirit.
Hello, welcome to Oblivious Spirits TV. Me and Faye are here today in the Queen Anne Cemetery, and we ran across these two lovely creatures walking through the
Crawling
cemetery.
the graves.
Ooh. And we would love to welcome you into the land of Faye the Tattooed Psychic and Miss Oblivious.
So today we're gonna tramp around the Queen Anne Cemetery and then talk to the two spirits we found crawling on the graves. And hope you have fun watching us play.
And learn something new.
Woohoo! It's Faye the Tattooed Psychic, and we're here at the Queen Anne Cemetery, which is one of my favorite cemeteries. And I often come up here just to chill for a while before a show. This is where you're gonna find me before Spirit is live.
So if you want a stalker, this is where you find her.
This is it. I actually saw a stalker today. It was scary. So we are here with the lovely
Skylar Fairchild.
And Zach.
Skylar and Zach. And today we're going to ask them a little bit about what they think about life after death, what their interpretation of spirit is, and if they think they have a spirit. And then we're going to give them what we call cold readings, where I just kind of dive right in and tell them what I see. So I don't want a lot of information about your personal lives, but I just want to know, like, what do you feel about life after death? Or do you even believe in life after death? Or what do you think?
Can you go first? Okay. I would say that I definitely believe in life after death, because I don't think that there's any way possible that we can be going through all these trials and tribulations of our life as where we stand right now and not have any sort of following to come up with it. And I don't know, I just have that feeling inside that there's something else. So
I agree totally, but I don't believe in heaven or hell. I believe that when we die, our spirit, we stay on earth and we watch over the people we care about.
Nice. That's pretty much true. And so they nailed it, right? I don't have to teach these guys anything. That is true. When we do pass on, and I teach a class on that actually, on ancestor magic, because in spirit, you have your spirit guides, and you have your loved ones passed on, and you have your spirit teachers, and they all come from different places. And like when your loved ones passed on, you can ask them for simple things in life, like, I'm having trouble finding my path, can you kind of kick my butt and show me what I'm really supposed to be doing? Or I'm having trouble in my love life, can you bring someone into my life that will, make me fall in love? But my point is that you have those different levels, and it is true that your ancestors come through and they will help you in this life, definitely, if you ask. But there's certain things they can't do, and that's interfere with your life path. Like, they can't change what is supposed to happen to you, but they can enhance your life without, like, say you want to be a rock star, they can't make you be a rock star.
yeah, obviously. if only.
And so I'm going to go ahead and start reading now. I'm going to go ahead and start with who does Spirit want to start with. It's really cold out here, just so you guys know.
Freezing.
Who do I want to start with, Spirit? Well, you're both on two different places here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Zach, because yours is going to be a little more intense. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So I just need your hand. And so when I give a reading to someone, I'm just kind of like right now, I'm just going to kind of feel what kind of person Zach is. And it's easy to tell what kind of person someone is if you open your heart. Every time you do a reading or try to tap into the other side, it's important to understand that you have to go in without ego and pure love for that person. Like, my intention for this reading is to give Zach the best advice I can for his life, Zach. Spirit says that Zach is an amazing warrior from a past life, that he has 3 warrior spirit guides that fight for him, And there's some Native American things going on with you as well. If you're drawn to Native American things or animals, Native American type visuals, that's important for you to understand, because those are where your guides are. Guides are usually, they will show us what tools we need to connect with them. And not everyone has a Native American guide. Everyone thinks that spirit guides are all Native American, and they're not. I have a Native American teacher, but I don't have a Native American guide. And you have Native American guides, 3 of them, which is very powerful for you. And so in this life, with your energy, you know you're an old soul. Like, it's like you love life, but I don't know if you love the people in life, you know? And you want to make a mark on your world, but you haven't quite figured out how. Well, you're young too, but you have a great idea about what it is. You just, Spirit says you need to move with that idea right now. Like, I think that you need a bigger city, or you need an access to a bigger city to do what you want to do. I'm not sure. I'm going to figure out what you're trying to do in a minute. But Spirit says right now that, you know, you are fucking amazing, Spirit. And I'm not just
Bleep.
saying that. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't want to interrupt your reading.
A gosh darn amazing Spirit. But I think that Seattle is just way too,
Condensed.
yeah.
That's crazy what you said about the Native American thing, because we're even doing a photo shoot today, and we brought feathers, and I have a shirt with a big, like, Native American piece on it, and I have a lot of Native American stuff in my house.
Well, that's just your spirit guide saying, hey, we're here, why don't you use us? And the thing also is that you and your family, it's interesting, like, you don't fit into that circle for some reason, you know, and it's okay. It doesn't mean anything bad, and your family's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's just that sometimes we're born into families, but there's like a weirdness, you know what I mean? And it's not a negative. It's just that with you, you're a loner by nature. You love to be around people, but you're in your heart, you would be happy walking a path on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with you, there is a connection. I feel not LA. I don't think LA is for you. It's more New York, or even there's someone in San Francisco too to help you in a career. You need to kind of, you know, you're a very artistic person, so you're needing to really start using the visual art more. Not necessarily, I don't know if you're, like, how do I word this so you're going to get it? What's he creating here, Spirit? You got a lot of ideas. Do you know what I mean? And so you're like designing clothes, you're like taking photos, you're all over the place. But what Spirit says, you're coming in a time right now in your spirit that you're wanting to see, like, you're ready to be more responsible, I guess, with this idea.
Definitely.
And ready to really show the world more. And Spirit says, though, that you don't have a lot of self-doubt, which is nice. It's just more you don't have, like, the tools to create what you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And most people have the self-doubt, and that's why they're not doing it. But with you, you know you can do it. You just need the, I think, money and the access to certain things. But Spirit says this. Thank you, Spirit. If you, and you have a grandfather on the other side, who's that man? Mm-hmm.
I don't know either of them personally.
It's okay.
But
You've got an interesting family, I'll say that. Do you know what I mean? It's like from all over the place.
yeah.
They're all mixed up in different religions and different cultures. It's
Well, my mom's
interesting.
practicing Islam, first generation Pakistan, and her family was really wealthy on their side of the family, but they died both when my mom was very young. And then my dad is Irish-Scottish, but he's adopted from the States.
Yeah, you're all over the place. But Spirit says that the grandfather is an ancestor you can use for your career. I actually think he was a good businessman. I really do. And I think you're a good businessman too, but you just need time to learn, you know? We're here to read Skylar. We're still on the Queen Anne Cemetery, which is very exciting. So Skylar, I'm gonna find you. Thank you, Spirit. Skylar, you're such an amazing spirit. I want to start off by saying that. But one of the things I feel first, I'm gonna start to cry. Hold on. Okay. One of the things I feel first from you is like you're so amazing. I mean, obviously, right? And stunning and vivacious. I mean, this is obvious, and you have no fear, obviously. But one of the things, like deep in your soul, that I find, because you're an old soul, is like this real sense of loneliness. You know, like I don't fit in here. What am I doing here? Who am I? There's no, like, even family ties you can grab onto. There's no, I'm just crying. There's no identity for yourself in this space that I'm in, and it's deep rooted. And it happened. Probably started about the age of, between 5 and 7, and it's like this lingering energy that you have. But there is good news to all of this, because I want you to learn how to use that energy to benefit you. You know, most people who are really talented and have a real gift to share with the world have that feeling. Most people who are really, because you're really intuitive too, I didn't know if you knew that, and you're very psychic yourself. And I think that with you, you're somewhat of an empath, where you can be around someone and you have such compassion for people, but you can just like stand around someone and you know what's going on with them without even a word. Make sense? And so what Spirit wants to say is that sometimes what you've done is you've used this energy that's deep rooted, that's aloneness, and you have tortured yourself with it. But Spirit says, because you have 2 female spirit guides, and they're not Native American. One is Egyptian, and the other one is Greek.
Or to the winds, at down to these, yo ho, down to the devil we go. Yo ho, down to the devil we go. Yo ho, down to the devil we go.